excruciating. I had them daily. The only relief I ever got was the medication that they gave me at nighttime, which would pretty much just put me to sleep. So it wasn't like it was once a week or once a month, it was daily. About a year and a half ago, I started with our local neurologist up here. I saw him for several months, and then finally he referred me to Westchester Medical Center, where I started with the internist, Dr. Rog. I saw him several times. He did a couple extra tests on me and then sent me to see the neurologist, Dr. Lee, and she put me on different kinds of medications to see which ones would work, if any did, and none did. So then she sent me to pain management specialist, Dr. Sekri.
So when I first met Susan, we performed a lesser occipital nerve block. What that helped do was make the diagnosis that the migraines might actually not be migraines, but actually occipital neuralgia, or that the migraines have a huge part related to this nerve being entrapped. We performed a series of these blocks over some time, and then I froze the nerve with a cryoablation machine, which actually applies a freezing ice ball around the nerve to help prevent the transmission of the pain back to the brain. That lasted several months, but she wanted something longer term, and because of that I referred to Dr. Lizadeh, who then was able to do the surgery.
The procedure is called a neuroplasty, which means surgical exploration and manipulation of the nerve, releasing it and decompressing it. So we essentially are doing a decompression and a neuroplasty, which is removing the nerve from any areas where it may be entrapped.
I didn't want the headaches to come back because they are just so debilitating and so excruciating. I felt this is my next option, and I'm hoping it's going to be a more permanent option.
My plan today is to start in the back of the neck. There are nerves that are trapped and compressed by bands and muscle and vessels that we know where they exist based on our experience. And since she's had a great success from a block by the pain team, my job today is to go in and explore that nerve and potentially find some areas of compression that we can release, and that should help her a lot.
So Susan is now happy to report that she's been completely pain-free, and she's able to resume her daily activities. She actually came in with her family. It was really sweet to see her being what her potential is.
My surgery was 2 months ago, and I have felt completely different since I've had it. I have had no headaches, I've had no pain in my head, I have more energy. It's gone so much better than I thought, than I even imagined it would. I was in the hospital for 2 days. For those 2 days, even being there, nothing. No pain since the surgery. It's so much better. It's awesome. It's, I used to have to worry about going out, and if we went out, say you had to go to a wedding or a dinner or something like that, and the loud music, and, did I bring any medicine? Am I going to make it through the night? Am I going to fall asleep because it's the only thing I can take? Or, and to be outside with the kids and laughing and joking and, not just being like, oh my God, my head hurts so bad. Having all the doctors at the headache center was very convenient. You didn't have to, go to another doctor's office, sign a release of records. You didn't, you can call right downstairs to the next doctor if you needed another appointment, and everything was just right there and so readily available for us. They tried everything that they can to make me feel better. I would definitely recommend the headache center. And it was never, oh, well, we can't help you. It was always, we will find a way to help you.